to go. All right, how's it going, everybody? This is Omar T from MotivateMe313. I am here and I am live with Duma Ekic as well as Kayla, last name? Bilanowski. All right, I gotta make sure I say that correctly. And this is again another interview on MotivateMe313. I am here at the Balkan house in Hamtramck, and I'm so glad to hear Duma's story, and as well as Kayla's gonna help us with the story as well. So nice to have both of you ladies here today. By the way, I just want to let you know. So let's get started with the interview. People don't like to hear me talk; they want to hear you talk. So my first question to you, Duma, is: can you tell us about yourself?
First, I want to say that I thank you for letting us be a part of this. My name is Duma. I'm 30 years old. I'm a mom of 5. I'm originally from Bosnia, during the war in 1992. I went to Germany in 1999. I moved to the lovely city of Hamtramck. I've been living here for over 20 years, and I don't change for anything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Kayla, can you tell us about yourself?
My name is Kayla. I grew up in Hamtramck. My family is Polish immigrants, straight from Poland. I'm 27. I have 3 sons of my own, and I work for Duma. I've been working for her for about a year and a half now. Ever since she first opened Ekic. So I was born and raised in Hamtramck. Went to school here, and I love the city.
Awesome. So y'all both been here for about 20 years, if I'm hearing that correct, right around that time, and that's awesome. So with that, my next question is: how was it like for you growing up in the city of Hamtramck?
I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything. I wanted to make sure that my kids are raised here as well. I like the city because everybody knows everybody and everyone's nice. People like to help out people. Like a city like Balkan is just awesome. I love it.
Awesome. How about you, Kayla? How was it like for you growing up in Hamtramck?
Growing up in Hamtramck was actually like it taught me a lot of empathy because there's so much diversity and like people in different walks of life. So it kind of taught me from a very early age to be like accepting and curious about different cultures and things. And I think that was a big important part of like being a well-rounded adult. And I think Hamtramck is a lot like that. So for us right here, we get so many different people, and that's special.
Yeah. And especially in times like now too, I think growing up in Hamtramck helps us with understanding what people, and empathy was a great word as well. So first of all, I just want to let people know that are watching. Duma, she even mentioned how much she doesn't love the camera, so I really do appreciate you being on here today. I know you're doing a great job so far.
I got it all written down, completely different things that I wanted to say. The camera just kind of like freeze and don't really like cameras much.
Well, you're doing a great job. Just want to let you know. So my next question to you is, what made you want to open up this unique restaurant, the Balkan House restaurant?
Well, this restaurant has been existing restaurant for over 25 years. There was a lot of different owners that tried it, but for some reason it didn't work out for them. I was actually a customer here. This restaurant was at first, actually, let me go back. That was my first job in 2000. When I moved to America, I worked here as a waitress. That was my first job.
Over here?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's
And
crazy.
it used to be on more, that used to be like more coffee shop, like pastries and stuff like that. And later on they started selling the chihuahuas and it became a regular restaurant. After that it was a flower restaurant for a good 5 years. And they closed down. Then it was a Bosnian specialties. And I was a customer here. I was always coming to support. She said that she was struggling because she needed to close down. Okay, let me know. Let me know. Because I've been in the restaurant business for a very long time. I was a server as well as a waitress. So
Ferndale location as well. But how do you like working here, by the way, and just everything in general about working here?
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, getting this job, I really thought it was just another waitressing job that it's fast money for a mother. That's good, but starting working here changed everything. Like I met Duma, she was such an inspiration. Being a young mother, a young successful mother, I kind of like really like latched on to her and kind of like used her as a mentor in my own life. And then everything kind of just went from there. I knew this company with her, and she kind of like took me under her wing. And with my prior experiences, that kind of like gave me that boost of confidence that I needed to just turn my own life around. And I was going through some pretty difficult times, and it changed all of that. So it really, walking in the day that I did, it was a blessing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And if you just come in here, you kind of feel like a family environment in here, and it's great to go even as a customer.
I don't even look at my employees as employees. I look at them as social.
Yeah, and then I feel you as a customer, you'll feel that as well when you do walk in here. So the Balkan House has been popping, quote unquote, for the last year or so. Okay, there's been a lot of different news stations I've seen, just me reading online and stuff like that. So can you tell us all the different news stations that have done, if you can remember all of them, that have done a story on the Balkan House?
Yes, the first one was Metro Times. The second one was Free Press. Oh, we used to review as well. But Free Press came out 3 times during the past year and a half. We actually made it to New York Times as well.
Really, I didn't even know that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And Fox News, 7.
And then we had a few small features in places like I write food.
Yeah.
Just a few small, yeah, foodies online, just small features and restaurants.
And the big one is the donor. Go ahead, you were gonna say something?
Yes. Oh, we also made it on the top 10 restaurants in Detroit. We made number 8.
8?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We were sponsored by Chef Dealer, and that's what helped us out during most of COVID-19. We were able to stay in business. They sponsored us, and we were getting meals to the hospitals, which they were providing. They were getting for it. It was cool.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to all the sponsorship that you guys do and all of the initiatives you guys do. But before we do that, like, what made you come up with the donor kebab? Like, that's obviously the hit sandwich.
Growing up in Germany as a kid, going to school and college, the doner kebab is originally Turkish. It's a Turkish dish, but in Germany they made it into a sandwich, and it's a fast food. They have like food trucks in every corner in Germany, and of course, like when you walk through the big city, it's always doner kebab, doner kebab. And we just opened up at first. I did not have the doner kebab. My nephew, he was 4 years old when he was in Germany, and he loved the doner kebab. And he always talks about it, and he even used to go to the round club and eat it there. So he actually emailed one doner shop in Brooklyn and asked to buy a recipe. And 2 weeks later, the guy got back to us with an email and said, gave us a recipe for the sauce, the doner kebab, and said it would work.
Those recipes usually cost a lot of money, though.
Yes, yes. He said, it's good luck, it's on you guys to make it or not.
Oh, really? So
Yes.
that's really nice.
Yes,
That's
that
really
was-
nice.
It's like since I opened up this restaurant, it's just a blessing that there was. None of this was expected. I prepared this and I thought, let's just like try and like I was
That is awesome. That is awesome. So let's go with how you guys always give back to the community. Because this is like the motivating part for me. Like, you know, a business that even just started up and running. You guys are always willing to give back to the community. You know, you guys helped out our mental health awareness. I see pictures of you guys donating to the hospitals during the COVID-19. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that you guys have donated to as well. I always see the Balkan House name attached to a lot of donations. So my question is, why do you feel it's important to give back to the community?
To me, it's very important to give back. You can't just take. You have to give. And good things come back. As a child, growing up in the war, sometimes we didn't have food to eat. Life wasn't always good, you know. I really think that it's really important to put smiles on other people. It makes me want to do even more when I see that people are happy to do something. I think it's really important, and then if the community gets together, everybody gives a little bit, we can go on, you know.
Awesome. And what do you feel like, with working with somebody that's always willing to give back? Like, how does that make you feel as well?
It makes me feel proud to be a part of this type of establishment. We had actually discussed this earlier on today, and I think from my perspective, it's important to give back, especially to set up future generations that are going to be raised in here. And we both have children, and we want to see a better future for them. And I think that by teaching kindness like that, like her kids are going to grow up seeing like my mom's always willing to give, mom's always willing to help where she can, and they're going to mirror that, and that creates, a good foundation for a brighter future for the next generation. And it makes me proud, it really does.
That is awesome. And foundation is a big word because you do want to build that foundation while they're still young. So the questions that I usually ask all my inner guests are basically tell us about yourself, and then these are the next two questions that I ask them. And this one is, what gets you up every morning? So what is your motivation, Duma?
My motivation are my children.
Your children?
My children motivate me. I have a very supportive parents, very supportive husband, very supportive family, my nephews, my niece. And then, our customers, like I mentioned earlier, they're like family, and then every day they ask you how you're doing. People just motivate you.
Yeah, definitely. And that is definitely a big motivation. What gets you up every morning, Kayla?
Yeah, my kids, my family, my coworkers, Duma, of course, it's very important for me that, we feel proud and continue on what she wants to see happening with her company. So it does mean a lot to me to get up every morning and come here and do a good job. Make my kids proud of me as well. So kids, family.
Yep. And that's funny. People say kids. I don't know if they mean like they're screaming in the morning. That's why they get up, or is it because they?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So my next question is, for someone that may walk in the same or similar footsteps as you, like someone that might want to open up a restaurant or something like that, what advice would you give them? Can you motivate us about that as well?
Whatever you want to do, go for it. Don't know. You want something you can't do it, just go for it. I would suggest everyone, especially women, to just go out there and don't let anyone stop you. Start small. Even if you fail, it's okay. Don't let no one stop you. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do this, because you can do it. It's not always easy, especially having a husband, 5 kids. You can find out.
What are your thoughts on that answer, or even that?
Yeah, I kind of am on the other end of the spectrum because, I'm actually looking at her as inspiration. But it's very important to just teach people that if you put kindness out into the world, then things are going to come back to you. To manifest goodness, you can't really go wrong with that. So even if you fail, like she said, you have to put yourself back up and try a different angle. Just never give up and never let anybody tell you that you can't.
That's awesome, and I'm gonna put you both on the spot right quick with the last question. Is obviously everybody knows the doner kebab. I even asked both of her sons, Hassan and Hussein, I was like, what's your favorite food? One said the crepes that you guys have here. The other one said it's chibabi. That's exactly what it is. So if I'm someone that's from out of town and I walk in here, other than the donor, because everybody knows about the donor, what would you recommend? And then I'm gonna ask Kayla that same question. So what would you recommend? Or what's your favorite, I guess?
Chicken donor.
Chicken donor?
Yeah, chicken donor is my favorite, but we also have different dishes. I love rice soup, like bean soup. Our whole wheat bread, I can just eat our wheat bread without time on the sour cream on the side. I really change it really well.
How about you, Kayla? What are your thoughts?
I love actually we have a mixed meat platter and it's got different variations of meat and veggies and you get french fries and rice. It's really good for feeding a large sized family. And there's something for everybody. So I think like if somebody asks me, that's what I would suggest.
Well, we've actually, my brother ordered that mixed meat platter at the pharmacy. Delicious. The donor is delicious. Chavapi delicious. So I recommend it to everybody that has not gotten here. You need to come over here and check out the Balkan house. Thank you very much, ladies, for doing this interview. For sure. And this is another interview on Motivate Me 313. And thank you guys all for tuning in. Appreciate it.